Hey guys, so there's been a few changes. As you can see, I'm not in my usual place for vlogging because I'm at home in Northern Ireland at the moment. So I'm in my old bedroom, which my mum has painted all white, so I've got a nice plain background. And number two, you'll probably see that my hair is a hell of a lot shorter. It's because my mum bribed me to get the blue cut out of it, and I did it, so I could get extra money. Which I know isn't really the best thing, but I'm a student, I need money, so yeah. So today's video is going to be about my perfect day. Tom Law did a video, I'm going to link it to right here, about his perfect day if money and location weren't the problem, like, doesn't matter. So basically, my perfect day would probably be somewhere in the sun. I don't know where though. Possibly south of France. I quite like the south of France. I've been there a few years on holidays. So yeah, we'll go south of France. And basically my perfect day would just be a big music festival with all my favourite bands playing. And like my favourite artists and stuff. So what bands would play at my festival? So it'd obviously have to have All Time Low and Green Day and Blink-182. We'd have Alex Day, because Alex Day is awesome. All Time Low. I've already said All Time Low. If we could have bands that have broken up, reform, I would have to have Busted. And then we'd have the Blackout, because they're awesome. And these guys, Proxies, I saw them at the Blackout and they were great. Blink-182. Then we would have my Upload guys. We'd have Bri and Tom Law. Just representing him here in the wristband. We would have Bri, Tom Law, Ed Plant and Dave Giles. I called City Stereo that I saw at McFly Above the Noise tour. And then I would say that's Sunday Feeling, but they've also taken a break. So but we're allowed to include ones that have taken a break in this, I say, so they would be there. Ed Sheeran has to be there. Everybody loves a bit of Ed. Fall Out Boy, Foo Fighters. Fall Out Boy are just awesome, so are Foos. And then there's this band called Francesca, who I went and seen a couple of years ago. And they were really good, but they've also broken up. Loads of the bands I love have broken up, so yeah, but we would still have them. Band from Northern Ireland called General Fiasco, they've taken a break, but they would play, they would have to, they're awesome. Then we would have Green Day, obviously. I do like a bit of Jake Bugg, so we would have a bit of Jake Bugg. Have to have a bit of Jake. Who else? Kings of Leon. Kings of Leon are always good. Everybody loves to hear them. Then, getting into my pop sort of likes here, we'd have Lawson and McFly because they're really good and they're both really nice bands. Like, I've met both the bands, so we would have them. We have Sam McFly. We're just getting through. There's this band from Australia that I really like that I didn't actually get to go see last time they toured the UK. They're called Me. It's not actually me, like, yeah, it's confusing because I have badges of theirs on my bag and everybody's like, why do you have badges that say Me? And I'm like, it's a band. But yeah, so I would have them because they're good. Another Northern Irish band, smaller than General Fiasco again, would be More Than Conquerors. They're really good. I've seen them quite a few times, and if we're going to be naming Northern Irish bands, I would also have, even ones that have broken up, because quite a few of these have broken up, Polystrings and Key of Atlas, they've both broken up, but I would have both them. Then we would have Pretty Child Backfire, we would have, we said More Than Conquerors, we would have Radio Boy Sleep, he's good, we'd have Soak, we'd have to have Patrick Gardner, who is the guy that played my acoustic night, we'd have David Patterson, who's a guy I went to school with, he's very good. Guy who's technically not Northern Irish but lives here is Mark Garside. He plays for the Belfast Giants, but he's also a musician. He would be really good to play. We'd have to have My Chem. My Chem are, I know they've just broken up, but we'd have to have My Chem. Then a bit for the older generation, like my dad, I would have to put some of my dad's favourite bands on, like The Undertones. They were good. They're good. They sing Teenage Kicks, and he loves Noah and the Whale, so we'd have to have a bit of Noah. Who else? One Night Only. I've seen One Night Only once when they played in Belfast last. I think that was when I was like 4th year or something, but they were so good and I'd love to see them again. Pierce the Veil, Sleeping with Sirens. Oh, that would be awesome to have them both. Get King for a Day going. We're the In Crowd. You Mate 6. Where are we on this? Snow Patrol. We'd have to have Snow Patrol. I said Busted earlier, so I'd also have James Bourne's second band, Son of Dork. I really liked them, so I did. We'd have to get a bit of Taylor Swift in there for all the girls. Twin Atlantic, definitely. Two Door Cinema Club, they're awesome. I said You Mate 6. 30 Seconds to Mars, we'd have to have a bit of 30 Seconds. So yeah, that's really all I can think of off the top of my head, but that's a good little selection, and yeah, so I'm gonna go now, but it was nice to talk to you all, and thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe if you want, follow me on Twitter, it's BeccaJ15, yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I'm flying back to Edinburgh tonight, so have a good time guys, see ya!